Social Media University. Do you still recommend that kind of thing of borrowed interest and relating it back to their business, or how can they approach getting started with content? Because so many business owners specifically are very scared of TikTok.
I think one thing that I like to recommend with brands is to leverage this framework called the Hero Hub Help framework. And it's like, I think this is a good strategy. And so if anybody's like trying to, basically develop a content strategy from scratch, this is a good way to sort of program your channels. And so like you've got your campaigns, like your product launches, great. Go all in on those, like whatever that is. Maybe it's a little bit more commercial and stuff. Brands more or less know how to do that. Even small brands know that there's like big campaign pushes. But I think the things that are really key are sort of like hub and help. So here's your big campaign moments. Hub is sort of your episodic format. It's a recurring series and format with the same general structure. It's just the kind of the specific execution that's varied. And so like if you are a fitness brand, maybe you have Motivation Monday, and that's like some pep talk. And then it's like Workout Wednesday, and you have like a demo of a workout, Fitness Friday, and, something else, like something like that. And then basically you establish what those formats are, and you just repeat and make small changes each week on those. What's great about it is you're not always racking your brain for ideas. It's like if you have a structure, if it's like Workout Wednesdays, we're just going to show a new whatever, like weightlifting workout. That's easy. Like anybody in that category could just do that all day long. And I think it really helps. Like I think constraints really, really help.
Yeah. There's freedom in it almost, ironically.
100%. And I think creatively, it really helps. And that's where you sort of build a community too. You don't want to be all over the place because then nobody knows what you stand for. So the Hero campaign hub is sort of your episodic content, and then help is sort of more about your opportunistic real-time moments. What are people searching for?
Okay.
And so, maybe if there's like some fitness trend, it's like, all right, well, what's our take on that? We'll jump in. And even with those, like with the big brands that we work with, generally we have a good idea of what real-time trends we're going to participate in based off of historical data. Like we'll just like go back and search for keywords, on Twitter and like identify, all right, what are some trends that are like kind of related to our category that occurred in the past? 90% of the time, the same thing or something very similar is going to reappear at some point. And so you can almost map out, like not exactly the exact execution you're going to execute, you're going to bring to life, but pretty close. You can sort of map out how you're going to participate in that trend. I think a great example of that is like we used to work with Jack Link's beef jerky, and beef jerky. We're like, what the hell are we going to like be able to like participate in that people are going to care about? In our research, like using social listening tools, we're like, oh, duh, like Twitter beefs. Like those are huge.
Yeah.
So we basically developed a format where we designed like a custom bag where basically we would just print very quickly the images of whoever was beefing and like their names with like a big verses. We had that template ready to go. And we knocked those out a handful of times, and like some of them were just like huge. People loved it. I can't remember the one that like, I think it was like Azalea Banks was beefing with somebody, and it just like completely blew up. Like, I don't know, 10,000 retweets or something insane like that.
Wow.
So Hero Hub Help, I think, is a great framework to sort of build upon.
Yeah. I love that framework, because I think once you do set some structure, the fear goes away a little bit, because you're just doing stuff that you already know how to do. You just have this structure now, so you don't have to overthink it and allow analysis paralysis to set in.